Martin is playing goal tonight. Glenn Hall is not available. And you tell me...
His father had passed away, and as everyone knows, probably Glenn Hall played 502 consecutive games, but Seth Martin, it was, you know, in the first half of the season, we signed Seth from Canada's Olympic and national team, mainly because at the time when they had the draft, once you got your first #1 goalie, there wasn't much available unless they were young goalies. So we took Seth Martin. I think he got into 20 games that year, and the team he worked well with Glenn Hall.
Now, Glenn Hall is one of my favorite people to start with, Scotty, and an amazing talent. And he really was the reason your team was as good as it was in the early going. And then you would add Jacques Plante, and they would be a tremendous tandem.
As a goaltender on a team like ours, he felt so comfortable. I think what Glenn liked about our team, he came from Chicago. They were a great team, but they played sort of fire wagon hockey, wide open. There was no chance for a goalie to get a lot of shutouts, to get a good goals against average. You won some games, but I think he liked the way we played, and he often referred to Al Arbour as the best defenseman who ever played in front of him. Because, well, you know, Al blocked a lot of shots as well. But Glenn fit in well. He was so good, he won I think he might have been the first player to win the Conn Smythe Trophy from a losing team.
Yes, he was.
We lost 4 straight games, and that's how good he was. He was the backbone of our franchise. We didn't know how many years he could play, and I think we got 3 or 4 years out of him. It was amazing.
Now, the next summer, you add Jacques Plante, and that's quite a tandem.
Well, Plante was at the draft, and he announced his desire of coming back into the NHL. And, of course, Lynn Patrick had admired him as a goalie as well. He hadn't played for 3 years, and I said, what a tandem this could be if we could ever, you know, get it to work. And we were concerned. We had a waiver draft at the time, or intra-league draft, they called it. And Plante, Lynn, we talked about taking him in the 2nd round. And I said, you know, Lynn, he really wants to play. He's announced it in a big press conference. And fortunately, on the first pick in the interleague draft, we took him. We found out later, Ren Blair, who was running Minnesota, they were going to take him for the North Stars. So between the two of them, the next year, they had 13 shutout games and 35 one-goal games, including the shutouts. 35 games of the 80 or 76 that we played, either a shutout or a one-goal game. And if you look at the goals against, that was the lowest goals against in the NHL since Detroit had 131 goals against in the mid-50s, and we gave up 157 goals as an expansion team in the 2nd year because of the goaltending.
And it was the way to work it.
Yeah.
All right, Scotty Bowman is